Okay, so I manage Uplift Migration.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking about moving to the cloud, right? It's a big move.
Yeah.
And it comes with tons of benefits.
Right.
But actually getting there feels like climbing like a digital Everest.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Migrating years of data is no small feat.
Exactly. That's where having all the right gear makes all the difference.
Absolutely.
Think of it this way. You wouldn't climb Everest in flip-flops, would you?
Definitely not.
Yeah.
You need tools that are going to be reliable,
Yeah.
adaptable,
Right.
and just make that journey smoother.
Yeah.
That's what we're really looking at today with iSyncKit.
Hit the nail on the head. We're diving deep into iSyncKit today.
Yes.
What it is, what it does, and why it's got everyone talking.
Yeah, essentially, iSyncKit is purpose-built for these iManage Uplift migrations. So that means it's not just about moving data.
Yeah.
It's got the smarts to handle.
Right.
All those little quirks and complexities that come with an iManage environment.
And trust me, there can be a lot.
Absolutely.
Especially if you've got years of data built up.
Absolutely. And that's where features like universal API certification come in.
Okay.
So imagine if you could plug your phone into any outlet anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
No adapters, no fuss.
Right.
That's what this does for iSyncKit.
Oh, okay.
It works seamlessly across all iManage versions,
Wow.
making the transition incredibly smooth.
No more compatibility headaches.
Exactly.
That's a win in my book.
Yeah.
What about control over the migration itself?
Right.
I mean, you're dealing with business-critical data here.
Absolutely. And that's where iSyncKit truly shines. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach.
Okay.
You have granular control over every step of the process.
Right.
For example, the rollback feature is like a safety net.
Okay, tell me more about the safety net, because migrations can be kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah, they can be a little scary for sure.
So you're saying iSyncKit is like this safety net for your data,
Exactly.
which when we're talking about moving to the cloud...
Especially with iManage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There are so many little things that could go wrong.
Yeah, and it can get messy.
What else can it do, though?
Well, imagine this.
Yeah.
You're a law firm
Okay.
that's been around for decades.
Right.
You've got case files going all the way back to, like,
Oh, yeah.
basically the dawn of time.
For sure.
But you only really need to move the last 10 years of data to the cloud.
Totally. You don't want to bring over what you don't need.
Right, so iSyncKit has this history purge feature,
Okay.
and it lets you actually choose how much history you want to bring over.
Oh, wow. So it's like spring cleaning.
Exactly.
Clearing your data.
It's like out with the old, in with the new, but on your terms.
Out with the old, in with the new. I like it. But what if you do need to bring some of that old stuff?
Yeah.
What if you have a really large files that need to be migrated?
Another great point, and iSyncKit actually has you covered there too.
Okay.
They have a large document limit feature.
So you can set boundaries for what actually gets migrated?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's say you have like these massive archive files
Yeah.
that aren't really essential day to day.
Yeah.
You can actually set a maximum file size, and iSyncKit will actually bypass anything larger than that,
Okay, I see what you're saying.
streamlining the entire transfer process.
I love the efficiency. I love it.
Yeah,
It's like when you're packing for a trip, right? You're not bringing your entire closet. You're just bringing what you need.
exactly.
But let's be honest, even if you're only bringing the essentials, moving data still takes time.
Right. It can be a time-consuming process.
Yeah.
But that's where iSyncKit pulls out some pretty impressive tech to actually speed things up.
Okay.
We've got a feature called Execute Deltas.
Execute deltas. Okay, that sounds a little technical for me.
Yeah, so think of it this way.
Okay.
You're working on a document.
Right.
You're constantly saving your progress as you go.
Okay.
Execute Deltas does the same thing for your data.
So it's constantly updating in the background.
Exactly. So as you're making these small changes to your source data, like you're updating files, you're adding new users,
Right.
Execute Deltas is actually tracking those changes and then applying them to your new cloud environment
Oh, wow.
in real time.
Wow, that's really cool.
So no need to do a complete do-over every time something changes.
That's some really smart automation happening in the background.
Right.
So how else are they making iSyncKit really smart and optimized for speed? Because obviously we want this to be as quick and painless as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've thought of everything,
Okay.
right down to how documents themselves are handled.
Okay.
They've got a document sync feature
Okay.
that basically gives your files a head start.
A head start. What do you mean?
So while all the other migration tasks are happening in the background, document sync is saying, okay, I'm going to get to work.
Okay.
It's transferring your documents and their history to the cloud at the same time.
So it's like a bunch of movers working all at the same time in different rooms to get everything done.
It's multitasking at its absolute finest.
Yeah, my brain's hurting just thinking about all this stuff happening at the same time.
Yeah.
But this seems to be iSyncKit's whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, it's got the smarts.
It has the smarts.
It's taking care of all that really complex stuff in the background so that we don't have to...
Exactly. You don't have to think about it.
Perfect.
iSyncKit just takes care of it for you.
So we've talked about the history purge.
Yeah.
We've talked about the large document limits.
Yep.
What about cleaning up data?
So data cleanup, that's where iSyncKit takes it a step further with its map profiles tool.
Map profiles. Okay, data cleanup doesn't sound as exciting as execute deltas.
Yeah.
But tell me more.
It's all about fixing any inconsistencies in your data during the migration itself.
So instead of having to comb through everything manually beforehand and make sure it's all good,
You don't have to.
iSyncKit just takes care of it.
You got it.
Okay.
Think of it as like a built-in data detective
A data detective. I like it.
that identifies and corrects issues on the fly.
That's really cool. It's like it's tidying up as it goes.
Exactly.
Very nice. So we've got this like data detective happening in the background, making sure everything's all good.
Yeah.
What about the actual user experience?
Right.
Like when you're actually using this.
Yeah.
It's great that it's all happening behind the scenes, but
Yeah.
is it a pain to use?
Yeah. That's actually one of the things that impressed me most about iSyncKit.
Okay.
They haven't forgotten about like the human element.
Yeah.
The interface is really clean and intuitive,
Okay.
easy to navigate, even if you're not like a tech wizard.
That's music to my ears because like not everyone's super technical
Exactly.
and they don't want to be.
Yeah, and plus MacroAgility, the team behind iSyncKit,
Right.
they offer really fantastic support.
Okay.
So they're there to kind of guide you through implementation,
Yeah.
answer any questions you have along the way.
That's great.
It's like having a dedicated Sherpa for your migration journey.
I like that. A migration Sherpa. So you've got the expert guidance, but you also want to see what's happening.
Oh, for
You want to feel in control.
yeah,
Right?
you want to be in the driver's
I
seat.
want to track the progress and all that.
Absolutely, and you can with iSyncKit.
Okay.
They have this really cool dashboard
Yeah.
that gives you a real-time view of the entire migration.
So it's like mission control.
It's like mission control.
You've got the big screens and everything.
Exactly. You can see what's been migrated, what's in progress, if there are any potential hiccups.
Right.
It's all right there.
I was going to say, there's got to be charts and graphs.
Oh, there are
Gotta love a good chart or graph.
tons of great visuals, so you can really track that whole migration.
Okay.
Makes it easy to understand what's happening at a glance,
Yeah.
and even share those kind of like progress reports with your team.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah,
So let's talk about those hiccups you mentioned.
right.
Let's say something goes wrong,
Yeah, because it's technology.
which it always does.
Right.
At some point.
Things happen.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with iSyncKit. Even if something unexpected happens, they've got these detailed logs
Yeah.
throughout the entire process.
Yeah.
So if an issue does come up,
You can actually track down what happened.
yeah, you're alerted immediately, and you can use those logs to actually like pinpoint the cause.
Like a trail of breadcrumbs.
Exactly.
I like it. Now, my next question is about the people who are actually using iManage like day to day to do their jobs.
Right.
How disruptive is this whole migration for them?
That's a great question, and I'm going to tell you,
Okay.
this is like the best part.
Okay.
iSyncKit is designed to be minimally disruptive to like your everyday work.
Really?
So users can continue working in iManage as usual,
Wow.
even while that migration is happening in the background.
So no downtime, really.
No downtime.
That's incredible.
Minimal productivity loss. It's
It-
amazing.
So it just kind of seamlessly transitions without them even really knowing.
Exactly. It's like a software upgrade.
Right.
You don't even realize it's happening.
I love it. All right. So last but not least, let's talk about implementation and updates.
Yes.
Because even with the best tools in the world,
Right.
sometimes those things can be a pain,
Yeah, for sure.
but not with iSyncKit.
Not with iSync. MacroAgility makes it so easy.
Okay.
Their team will actually handle that deployment.
Okay.
The configuration and updates are pushed automatically.
So you don't even have to think about it.
You don't have to think about it. You're always running the latest and greatest version.
I love it when things just work.
Me too.
So we're coming to the end of our deep dive of iSyncKit here. Is there anything else that really stood out to you? Any like, wow, they thought of everything moments?
Honestly, there were quite a few.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick one,
Okay.
it would be their attention to even the tiniest details.
Okay.
Like, for example,
Yeah.
they built in traffic optimization
Oh, wow.
to minimize the impact on the iManage server during the migration.
They really have thought of everything.
They really have.
So iSyncKit is like having that team of experts by your side,
Yes.
guiding you through every step of this iManage Uplift migration.
Absolutely.
Giving you that control, that efficiency, and really like peace of mind, I think is the big thing here.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And for those of you listening, as you consider your own iManage Uplift journey,
Yes.
think about what's most important to you.
What matters most.
What are your specific needs?
Think about your pain points.
Yeah, what are those pain points that you want to make sure are addressed and are going to make this as easy and painless as possible?
Absolutely.
Keep those questions in mind as you explore the world of iManage Uplift, and remember, with the right tools and the right partner that climb to the cloud,
Yes.
can feel much more like a scenic hike than a treacherous expedition.
Exactly.
I think that's the perfect place to end it.
I agree.